It's time to get serious about calibrating your color display. And believe me, I don't get serious very often. What I'm talking about is being able to work on your computer, see something on the monitor, and then take it somewhere like, say, a printer, and get what you saw. I am talking about a spider. What is a spider? It's an electronic device that uses optical sensors to calibrate your monitor. It's a physical device you actually put on your monitor. So it interacts with the monitor. They talk back and forth to each other. It adjusts the color of the image, and it creates something that's very important, a color sync profile. To me, that's a bridge. It's a bridge between what you want and what your other devices think they're going to give you. For example, if you're not working on a color-calibrated monitor, the red you see, or the blue you see, or the green you see is a mathematical number. That number is sent to another device, like say a printer, and says, here's your red. You may not have seen that red. What the spider helps you do is calibrate it. What you see is what you get. I would strongly recommend this if you can do it. The spider I use is about $125 USD. Good news about that, you don't have to use a spider per monitor. If you have more than one monitor, you can use the same spider on all of them. And maybe your next door neighbor has one and you can borrow it. Let's talk about what goes on here. You start with the calibration. Now I'm giving you, or showing you anyway, the screenshots for my particular spider. And they're pretty much the same. They tell you to warm your computer up. Check your lighting conditions. We could spend all day talking about this kind of stuff. You should always work in the same lighting conditions. Does your monitor have display controls? Set them to their reset values, their original values, and then plug the spider in, typically a USB device. They're going to ask you what you got. I've got an LCD. They're going to talk about what controls your display offers. Now, I've got contrast and brightness, which means I get, once it starts calibrating, the chance to fine-tune it if I choose. Once you get done with a couple of other screens, you'll see this. You place the spider right there, and you click Next. So what happens? Well, if you remember anything about the 60s, it was called the Psychedelic Revolution. What's going to happen is your screen's going to start changing all kinds of colors. Not just red, green, or blue, but all kinds of different colors. Hundreds and thousands of different variations. And as the screen, say, for example, shows a blue, the math of the blue is being sent to the spider. So the computer is saying, spider, this is a pure blue. Spider says, no, it isn't. It's not pure blue based mathematically. And it goes in, it readjusts your monitor to create the color sync profile. Now that profile is saved, but it then becomes the bridge between your monitor and your computer and actually any other device that you have. For example, printers, smartphones, websites, all use color sync technology. So when you're looking at that screen and you're seeing greens and blues and colors and foliage or whatever it is, you can rest assured, technically speaking, you're going to get the best results on the other side. Calibration, to me, is a tremendously important thing. If you can do it, I really recommend it because it makes a lot of difference between what you see on your monitor and what you're going to get. Let's move on.